Hello, ChatGPT. Let's get started. Please speak in English and please don't cut me off. Please don't dive into my conversation. Okay, let's get it.
I'm all ears, no interruptions from me, promise. I'll let you flow like a calm river. So go ahead. What time do you usually wake up on weekdays, and what's that very first thing you do once you're up?
Actually, I always wake up in 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, and I set up every single night. I mean, right before going sleep, or right before going to the bed, I always set my alarm at 7 and 7:30 and 8 o'clock. But I sometimes I missed first one and second one. I mean, I sometimes missed 7 o'clock alarm and 7:30 alarm. So as I missed and as I dismissed those alarm, I always wake up. I sometimes I wake up late. So working out time in gym is, yeah, that gets reducing nowadays. So yeah, as I told you several times, as I told you a couple of times, now I'm struggling to do my assignments because this is exam tentative exam period. So I'm hanging on the formative assignment and assessment. So I'm very busy and I have very difficulty season nowadays to deal with and hand those kind of stuffs. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, actually, yeah. To be honest with you, I got a bunch of stuffs to hand in and to turn in to my professor and my teachers and lecturer. So yeah, I'm very busy. So yeah, as soon as I wake up every single morning, I always swipe up my iPhone screen and then just turn off the alarm of iPhone, and then just see a couple of clips, YouTube shorts. So it takes me just 5 minutes, and then right after that I always go to bathroom to brush my teeth and just very simply wash my face, and then go outside and right go to the gym directly. And then I always try to run for 30 minutes or 14 minutes. And then I always, yeah, lately I started to weight train to shape my body. So yeah, today I did how can I say, it was the exercise for my back muscle. That was lat pull down and pull back. Maybe, probably, I'm not a, yeah, as you know, I'm just amateur, so I'm not familiar those kind of words or sentences. So yeah, please bear with me. Yeah, that's my daily routine.
You painted a vivid picture. Let's fine tune it a bit. First, you wake up at 7 or 8 a.m. No need for in the morning, since a.m. covers that. Instead of I set up every single night, say I set my alarms every night. When you mentioned missing alarms, try sometimes I miss the 7 and 7:30 alarms. Also, instead of reducing time, you could say I have less time to work out. Lastly, say I'm dealing with a bunch of stuff and I turn them in. Now, next question. What's your favorite part of your daily routine and why?
Definitely for I gotta say there's two factors. Yeah, firstly, I love going to the gym because that which always reminds me of the fresh feelings and fresh atmosphere. So I love it. And secondly, on the other hand, that I always try to study and memorize as much as possible vocabulary. So yeah, whenever I come across the strange words or very unfamiliar words while studying, reading or speaking or listening, so yeah, which is very beneficial and very helpful. So but it depends on the contents of what I'm studying because when I come across or encounter the words in reading or essay, yeah, it is very it is too hard to memorize or to use in casual situations. So which is very awkward and which is very exhausting and overwhelming. So sometimes, so that is very hard to me. But on the other hand, conversely, whenever I encounter the words or collocations during conversation with foreigners or foreign teachers. So I sometimes I very I al- yeah not sometimes I always figure it out that oh I, I always figured it out that that expression can be used like that, something like breakdown. um, yeah when my teacher said once my teacher said that let's break down the conceptions. So yeah, that in that context, breakdowns means how can I say, inspect or go over or look into. Yeah, so that there are so many ways. There are so broad range of using words or collocations in native or in the States or UK. So interesting, which is very interesting and very fascinating, enchanting, as far as I thought. Yeah, that's very bright side of studying English.
I love the detail. Let's polish. There are two factors. When you said which always reminds me, just say it always reminds me. Instead of I try to study as much as possible vocabulary, say I try to study and memorize as much vocabulary as possible. When you said depending on the contents, say depending on what I'm studying. Also, breakdown can mean explain clearly. And it's better to say there are so many ways words or collocations are used. Now let me ask, what's one daily habit you'd love to improve or change?
My daily habit. I'm not sure. As I told you a few minutes ago, nowadays, I'm drowning in stuffs or to do stuffs. So, my waking up time. I mean, the time of the starting time of morning in the starting time in the morning is getting late and late. So yeah, after that, because of that, due to that, my I have less time to exercise and go out. So I always rush into the academy as soon as I completed my exercise. So which is very overwhelming and which is very stressful because I don't have any enough time or any I can't afford to I can't afford to feel very peaceful morning mood, so which is very awkward and insane. So yeah, I wanna reduce my I wanna reduce and I wanna reduce my sleeping time, and I wanna also enhance my sleeping quality.
Great thoughts. Let's tweak a little. Instead of I'm drowning in stuffs, just say I'm drowning in tasks. You can say my wake up time is getting later and later. Instead of I can't afford to feel peaceful, try I don't have the luxury of a peaceful morning. And instead of awkward and insane, you might say unsettling and exhausting. Now on to the next wave. What's one small thing you do during the day just for fun or relaxation?
I'm not sure, but I always go to Mega Coffee. Yeah, as I told you, Mega Coffee is my go-to sanctuary for wallet friendly sanctuary. So, which is very yeah that as soon as I complete or I have I finished my lunch, I always dash into the Mega Coffee. Yeah, that is very small habit and very small behavior for me and for somebody else. But yeah, I love it because ice americano always especially refresh my mouth.
I like that little ritual. Let's tidy up a few bits. Instead of I always dash into, say I always dash to. Also, as soon as I finish my lunch is perfect, just no need to say I have finished. And for small behavior, you can say small routine. Also, instead of refresh my mouth, you can say refreshes me. Alright, let's brew another one. If you had 1 extra hour every day, how would you spend it?
I'm not sure, but actually, I'm immersed into the English environment, so if as long as I get extra 1 hour for my daily life, I'm just keep going and I'm just keep doing my stuff, something like listening to podcast or watching some YouTube video clips which are made up of foreign language, especially in English. So I'm not sure, but except that if I got an hour for an hour every single day, I wanna play video games, something like FIFA, FC Online, or FPS games such as Battleground or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm not good at shooting in FPS games. So yeah, I feel like I'm returned to novice. So which is very sad.
I like your honesty. Let's tweak a bit. Instead of immersed into, say immersed. I love the honesty. Let's tweak some expressions. Instead of I'm immersed into, say I'm immersed in. When you say keep going, you could say I just continue. And for made up a foreign language, say in the target language. Also, instead of if I got an hour, say if I had an extra hour. And don't worry, being a novice can make things fun. So next step, what's a small goal you have for tomorrow? Something easy but meaningful.